And he'll give it here to his running back. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, watch number 5, number 5, watch number 5. Go. Combo. Pick it up.
To throw is Wilson. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Wilson. To Gordon, out left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down, Seattle.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Watson. A bootleg rolling to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Let's get it. Where's that? 19. Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one.
Watson, off play action, out to his left. Now he'll let it go. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Wilson, throw left side, complete. That's Gordon. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play there on the screen pass, and even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14, Texans 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
You can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now.
It got his man complete past the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
380. I'll go special. I'll go special. Go, go. Choose the mic.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing. Mike two, Mike two.
Run left, run left. Right.
From midfield now, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Here we go.
Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Love. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year, as they have taken the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Seahawks 28, Texans 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Faking the give. Now Watson dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson buying time to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
So don't say nothing.
Check it back, check it back. Shift, watch the shift.
It's Coleman here, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Big stop, let's go. Mike 20, let's go. Hey, 0-0-0. Come on.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, here's Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down.
You set. You 18. Ricky.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he will have a touchdown. Deshaun Watson on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Shedding the tackler, that gives him some room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Wilson. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Play out. Look left. Watch two. Good.
Second and 10 now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. On first down, here's Love. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Bryce Love, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Reset. 19. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
On this rollaway. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check back. Check back. Go. Pick it up.
Throwing again. Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no? I would agree with that totally. I would guess within the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Watson now to throw. Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Off the play fake. Watson. He'll buy some time right. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Out of the gun, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Here's Watson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Watson off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Being chased out left. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
We got 3. Mike 3. Humble. He's timing you. Gun.
Now it's Wilson. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Seahawks first down.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Watch the run,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson, he rifles one that's intercepted. The former Longhorn back home, Earl Thomas.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the safety crease.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen,
and this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Running to start the drive is Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still play.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
He's not going to get me. Mike 3.
Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw is Wilson on 3rd down. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Room here to run. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Watch tight. Tight end. 14. Hey, check that gun.
Wilson to throw on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Alert. Done.
The 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson to Gordon, out left. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to... be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson steps away to his left, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Watson off play action. Coleman has it here right side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the counter, here's Coleman. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Escaping the pressure right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
14.
It'll be Love to try and get the first, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 25 yards that time. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check.
Alert.
Check 49.
4 down.
Here's Love. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Jadeveon Clowney brought him down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
37-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Faking the give. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One last shot for Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans, the train just keeps rolling. 9.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And a ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Love's my dogs, they by my side. Gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. You know me, my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that. Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bag. You ain't getting too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stretch. You don't make no clap back when you back.
bad. When they come back, I'ma give back my bad.